Francis issues a letter to Catholics around the world condemning the crime and the cover-up of sexual abuse in the church.
It's all in response to new revelations of decades of misconduct by the church, and the Pope now demanding accountability. CBS 2's Hazel Sanchez in studio with more on this. Hazel?
Christine and Dick, it will be a week tomorrow that a Pennsylvania grand jury released a scathing report accusing hundreds of priests of sex abuse. Catholics had been waiting for Pope Francis to directly address the abuse cases. Today, he finally did.
The disturbing allegations of sex abuse in the Catholic Church had the faithful looking to the Pope for guidance.
This has to be taken straight to the Pope and have it rectified.
Today, Catholics outside St. Patrick's Cathedral were pleased Pope Francis had finally come forward to address last week's grand jury report accusing more than 300 priests from 6 Pennsylvania dioceses of sexually abusing at least 1,000 children over the last 70 years.
It's about time somebody's fessing up for it.
We showed no care for the little ones. We abandoned them, Francis said. Francis says the church had not properly handled the crimes against children. He acknowledged efforts around the world to protect the vulnerable and to implement zero tolerance. But he admitted, quote, "We have delayed in applying these actions and sanctions that are so necessary."
It's significant that the Pope calls abuse a crime and not just a sin, but he also acknowledges at the same time that no effort to repair the damage done will ever be sufficient for victims and survivors.
Sean Doherty, who says he was repeatedly abused by a Pennsylvania priest when he was just 10 years old, insists the Pope's words are just words until the church becomes more transparent.
These are the best record keepers in the world. They know who their dirty priests are, and they know exactly where they're located. Turn them over.
Pennsylvania Attorney General Josh Shapiro called the Pope's letter powerful, saying his hope is that, quote, following the Holy Father's words and teachings, church leaders in Pennsylvania will cease their denials and deflections to ensure this type of widespread abuse and cover-up never happens again.
While Pope Francis did not lay out the Vatican's specific plans on handling this crisis, he did acknowledge that systemic change is needed. Dick?
All right, Hazel, thanks very much.